How you doing? I was reading your thing there.
Hey, y'all.
Howdy, howdy. Everybody all right? Can you hear us okay? Do we all hit the like button? Yeah, hit that like button. Miss Karen, thank you. I enjoyed Defense Lazaria. Detective on the lookout. All right, Lazaria. We don't have nothing crazy today. We just wanted to jump in here. We actually don't have a live. Or sorry, we went live. We don't have video today.
Yes.
So had to postpone the video. I was out of state working, and I just got back late last night, and yeah, I haven't had time to finish my editing of that, and we're trying to keep it in order, so there will not be a video today, but there will be one, I believe, Sunday.
Yes.
So.
And we know that a lot of y'all look forward to the Thursday night, so we didn't want anyone to miss us, so we wanted to pop in live at least and say hello and check in to see how everyone's doing.
Yeah, and I see Miss Tara is a delinquent. It says Tara something delinquent, I think. And I've noticed that. I didn't, I just saw that. Didn't it say delinquent?
It does.
Hey, Karen. How are you?
Miss Nancy said that we're making her evening.
Miss Nancy.
Miss Nancy.
You're making our evening, Miss Nancy. See, hey, Josh. Tara, delinquent. Yep, that's right.
Thank y'all for your understanding.
I don't know if they understand yet.
Well, so far they say that they understand, that they're happy that we're at least doing this. So.
Yeah. No, we try to. We've literally put out content every week for, I think it was, I have to count. Was it like 70 or 80 something weeks straight?
I think you said 80 weeks.
So.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So this is our first time we've been late on a video, and I feel bad, but I can only do so much and didn't get to finish editing in time. So, and I like, you all know, I like to take my time and go over it 100 times. So make sure its quality's good. So.
Yes.
Yeah. So. That's it.
Miss Joanna said that she loved my shirt. Thank you.
Candace, how are you, Candace? That's a lot of weeks, she said. It is a lot of weeks.
Wendy said, hello, all England here. Hope you are all good.
Who said that?
Miss Wendy.
Miss Wendy. We are good. Hope you're good, Miss Wendy. Who's that? There's some new people I've never seen in here. Thank y'all for coming in.
Miss Deanna said,
Brandy.
Hey, y'all, don't feel bad. You're right. You can only do so much and shouldn't put so much pressure on ourselves.
I know.
That's very kind.
I know. We try not to. I'm horrible at putting pressure on myself. Kelsey can tell you that. So.
Yes.
I'm very picky. Anything that I'm working on, that's got to be good. And I'll drive myself crazy. I'm trying to get away from that a little bit, but also I don't want to lose that because I don't want to get sloppy and just put stuff out, you know.
Mm-hmm. Candace said she had her Dayland shirt on earlier. And then Miss Deanna said, I'm just so glad to be here. This is the first time I've been able to catch a live.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad.
Miss Deanna, where are you from, ma'am? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, and if you guys drop in the comments, I know some of y'all, but we do have some new people in here. So if you guys let us know if you feel comfortable where you're from or what state you're from. You don't have to put your address. I just want to know what state you're from.
Would you drive by their house if they put their address?
Probably, yeah. I probably would drive by. I'll go see Brandy over there. And I think Brandy's in Kansas or Missouri. I might be wrong.
I don't know. From some of our previous lives, it sounds like some people live in some active houses, so it might be interesting to do some drive-bys. Let's see.
I seen a Tennessee one. That's just down the road. It's right down the road. What we got? What are they saying?
I'm looking. I'm from Northeast Tennessee area that got slammed with flooding.
So sorry. Hopefully you're okay.
Yeah, hopefully you're in a dry area. Or staying in a dry area. I mean, hopefully you're not having to stay in the flooded
You and your
flooded
neighbors.
house.
Yeah.
We have upstate New York.
Hey,
Kansas
New York.
City, Missouri's Brandy.
That's what I thought, Kansas City, Missouri. See, we'll go to Brandy's. You put your address. We might drive to your house, Brandy, because I like Kansas City barbecues, too.
Yeah.
People forget about that. That's one of the best.
And then we have Darlene. I like this name. Darling Dolly. She's from Western Kentucky.
Darlene Dolly.
Yeah.
Miss Darlene, are you near Paducah? That far west, or you Owensboro?
And then we have Ontario, Canada.
All right.
Oh, and Tara said, that was from Karen. She said it's Thanksgiving this weekend there. So I'm curious, is Canada's Thanksgiving similar to America as far as like the main focus is like food and what you're thankful for, or like what's the focus of the Canadian
Thanksgiving there.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, that's wild. I never thought about that, but I don't know. I guess I assume everybody's celebrating Thanksgiving, but it is a American holiday. So.
Yeah. And then we have clocking in from San Marcos, Texas. That's Miss Ann.
Hey, we weren't too far from there, Miss Ann. How are you, Miss Ann?
Yes. And then we have Lazaria. She said, I'm still mind blown about the ghost voice you captured in that live stream.
Yes, and I'm putting that video out. Actually, that one probably will go out next. It's just a shorter video, just showing y'all that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that out there. I thought I would have it out by now, but I got too busy and some unexpected things came up over the weekend, so I didn't get a chance. But I'm going to put that one out, and also, guys, tomorrow keep an eye out. I don't want to promise, and I don't want to tell you a specific time, but Kelsey and I will be in Cynthiana, Kentucky tomorrow, out at the what is it? Well, there's a theater there, but we always go to do different ghost walks and really learn about the history. And I like doing the ghost walks because we can do it with them, but then we learn where we can go. So then when it's not, ghost tour season in these little towns, Kelsey and I go back and we'll do our own conversation, investigation, or whatever we can do, and just kind of use that as a resource to get some more content and speak to some more spirits. So.
I think that's the fun part about late September and late September and all throughout October. A lot of times places call it spooky season. So there's a lot of ghost tours, a lot of investigations, which brings me to a question I had for y'all. I was curious, what tours are you guys doing for October? What investigations? Because it seems like there's a lot going on everywhere for the spooky season. So what plans do y'all have?
Yeah, what plans do you have? There's always fun stuff this time of year.
Yeah.
We always do go to fall festivals. Kentucky and Tennessee, all the little towns, we like to go to those festivals and check out. We met a lot of people. In those little festivals. Made a lot of new friends. So yeah. It's always fun to do.
To answer your question earlier, Miss Darlene had said she's about 45 minutes from Paducah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're trying to go out that way, Miss Darlene, right? You said Miss Darlene, we're trying to go out that way.
And then Miss Tara answered our question about the Canadian Thanksgiving. She said definitely food and thankfulness. And then Deanna asked, do y'all have turkey for Thanksgiving?
Talking about them or us?
Canada. And then Tara said yes, that they have turkey and ham.
You're not eating Canadian geese for Thanksgiving? Big old geese long neck up on the Thanksgiving table?
I feel like those would be a little chewy.
Oh, I wouldn't eat it. I can't stand those things.
They're mean.
I don't care if they taste like, I don't know, ribeye. I ain't doing it. I don't like them.
Let's see. So we have...
Should do a smoked ham, Miss Tara. That's always good. I always smoke a ham on Thanksgiving.
Oh, they said my hair looks nice. Thank you. It's a little wild today.
Yeah, I just trimmed it for her earlier today. Just kidding. She don't let me touch her hair, y'all. She won't.
So I said you can tour ghost. There's no telling what I said. I meant to probably say ghost tours. I think I said it backwards by accident and Seth caught it.
Oh. How you doing, Seth? Good to see you, brother. See what we got. They're saying.
I'm catching up. Sorry.
They're cool.
So Danielle has a question. When using the app, how do you weed out what words the ghosts say versus what gibberish the app is giving out?
A very, very detailed ear, which means you go over and over. You slow it down. Try to slow it down as much as you can if you got to go back. Sometimes if I think I heard something, I'll take it down and it'll be slow motion. That way I can just confirm that's what I heard. That's one thing that takes me so long. Obviously, I don't post the video in the slow motion because, then everything sounds like they're all drunk and they're just, dragging. So I don't do that. But I just listen for the responses. A lot of times, who asked that?
Danielle.
Miss Danielle, a lot of times you'll ask a question, and then it's almost like, not that it gets quieter when they answer, but it kind of slows down just a smidge, just enough where you can kind of hear an answer. Now, not always, but sometimes it does. It's like they get that answer out there. So I just go over it and over it. To be honest with you, I don't like guessing. I'm not just gonna guess. I get it wrong sometimes. I know that, and sometimes I miss things, and I'm like, darn it, I don't know how I missed that, but just I guess when you do something over and over again, you miss a few things. And that's the point of keep doing things. You try to catch everything, but you still miss it.
So then they made some more comments about Thanksgiving, and they had said that the geese are too greasy to eat. But back to our question we had asked earlier about if y'all are doing any ghost tours or any investigations. They had said I'm going to say this wrong probably. Mifflin in Philadelphia, and a graveyard shift in Milfenburg, Pennsylvania, as well as a ghost walk at the Amish Buggy Museum. Now, I think that would be fascinating at the Amish Buggy Museum.
Yeah.
Doing a ghost walk through there.
Like Amish ghost, maybe?
I don't know.
Amish people used to scare me to death, y'all.
Now make sure I say this right. Is that
That's Grania.
Grania. Okay. Remember, y'all, I'm really bad at pronouncing names and also remembering names. So I'm sorry that took me a minute. But can you tell us more about the ghost walk at the Amish Buggy Museum? That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're on a Thanksgiving cake, it looks like. They're talking about, Miss Karen said that they wrap their turkey with bacon. I bet that's really good.
Oh, I like that. Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you, ma'am?
Tara said her mother-in-law puts sausage in the stuffing. We do that with our stuffing.
Yeah.
Now, I have to ask, since we're having a side conversation about Thanksgiving, do y'all think that there's a difference between dressing and stuffing, or is it just like an interchangeable word? I'm curious. Because I feel like that's an argument that comes up a lot of times during Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Because she calls it dressing, I call it all stuffing.
Well, I feel like dressing normally you make like as a side dish, and stuffing you normally like cram up the turkey, but I don't know. We'll see what they say.
Miss Linda, how are you, Miss Linda?
They asked what editing app or software that you use.
I use InShot. InShot, that's pretty good. It's pretty easy to use once you get used to it. And I had no idea. A year ago, I couldn't put a video together to save my life, but I had to practice before I started putting stuff on YouTube. So yeah, I just kind of taught myself basic editing and just practice. So there's actually more editing I'd like to do, but I don't want these videos to look like it's some big production or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we usually keep it a little raw.
Yeah, raw. Keep it a little raw. What's that say?
So Miss Lazaria had pointed out where you could find the audio from the live, that you can hear it in the video. So she had said it's Cave Hill at 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And then Josh was going to like post a shorter video that just like highlights that. So if you don't have time to go back and find that exact spot, he was going to put it back.
Yeah, actually, I'll actually film that probably after this live, and then I'll put that out tonight or tomorrow, just so you can see it. But yeah, it's amazing. And now I'm going to have to go through all the cemetery tour lives if the wind isn't crazy, and try to listen to see if we pick anything up. Hey, if you guys too, if you want to help us out, we're gonna, when we do these lives out in like cemeteries and all that, if you guys want to go back through, if you catch something, I'm not asking you to do it, but if you're listening and you go through it, send us a message and let us know, and I'll go back and check it out. And if it's if I feel like it is something, then and we can kind of make it out a little bit, then maybe we'll do another video about it. So, but it blew my mind. Like we had no boxes, no spirit box. We were filming on an iPhone, going live. Yeah, there's no way that could have happened unless without coming up and speaking into the phone. So
Yeah.
wow.
So they responded to our Thanksgiving question. Miss Karen said that she cooks stovetop and then puts it in a crock pot with turkey juice, and she adds turkey meat and lets it cook for about 10 minutes. And that's funny because that's how my mom always cooked it. And then when I started doing Thanksgiving for Josh and I, then I started doing it like from scratch, minus the breadcrumbs. I would buy the breadcrumbs and then add to it. But they were saying that stuffing and dressing are interchangeable, that you can say it both ways. And
kind of like basket or buggy.
Yeah. And then Lazario was saying, I hear dressing, I see liquid sauce versus thick mixed solids. And then they were saying, I think stuffing's plain like stovetop and dressing is fancier. Stuffing from in the bird, dressing baked outside the bird.
Hey, Miss Shirley, I seen you in there. How you doing? That's pretty neat. I didn't realize it was that.
Ooh, Deanna makes a sausage apple stuffing. That sounds really good.
I'd try it. I never had apples and stuffing, but I'd try it.
And then Sherry said, according to her mom, stuffing's used for side dish, dressing's the term for going in the turkey. So it sounds like it kind of varies depending on like where you're from or what your family called it.
Oh, Kels, real quick.
What's that?
I got a joke for you.
What's that?
How come you should always knock on the icebox before you open the door?
Why is that?
Because there might be a salad dressing in there. That was a good one. It's a good one.
I hope y'all laughed at that one because I thought it was pretty cute.
I learned that from like a 8-year-old child, by the way.
Okay, so moving on from stuffing and dressing.
Somebody mentioned something about, they say something about what our plans for Halloween or something?
I'm getting down there, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
They said, Miss Shirley said, I wish we had ghost tours here for Halloween.
They got them around, like if you go up to Louisville, you can go do ghost tours. The problem is they take advantage of the Halloween day because they doubled the price. That's the problem.
Yeah. Miss Minzy said, loved your story about the 16-year-old girl spirit box cemetery. And then
I'm trying to think, what was that?
Are you referring to the last video, maybe Fredericksburg?
Oh, the girl, yeah. Sorry, it's been a long day. My brain's somewhere else.
Miss Sherry said that your joke was cute. It made her laugh.
Thank you, Miss Sherry. I saw Catholic Biker Queen.
Yes, she's.
How you doing, Miss Catholic Biker Queen?
She was saying hello to everyone.
Miss Nancy. There's Miss Nancy.
Lazaria, so we still have a few more Thanksgiving comments. So Lazaria said, does all your family come over and do it and have tons of leftovers for Thanksgiving?
Our family?
I think that's what she's asking. I don't know if she's asking us or asking the group.
Are you talking to us, Miss Lazaria? Spider Queen. How's Spider Queen doing tonight?
And Lazaria says she likes how we always mix food in with this.
I don't know how that happens, Miss Lazaria. I don't know how that happens. We're a group of people that love to eat food. Miss Joanna. How you doing, Miss Joanna? You hear that?
No.
Somebody mowing outside?
I don't know what that is.
Oh. Anybody.
I did not see any comments about Halloween. I couldn't find that comment that you were asking about.
I saw it. I think they asked if we have any Halloween plans or if we were doing a Halloween special, like a video. Actually,
I would say you never know.
Yeah, we might try to do that.
Because Halloween does fall on a Thursday this year. So if we probably wouldn't do a live because we have family plans. But I would say we might have a special video that we release, so stay tuned.
Yeah, on the lives, Kelsey and I don't have kids, so on the live on Halloween we won't go live. Kelsey and I don't have children, so we always go to our friend's house. She doesn't have kids either, but we all just pass out.
We like to spoil the kids in the neighborhood, so
family.
We usually do lots of We have like little toys and candy
And I always go out and joke with them, and we have fun out there. It's just the three of us usually.
Yeah.
But sometimes her parents might come over.
Let's see. Someone said, oh, Candace says that she loves Halloween.
Oh yeah. Halloween's great.
Yes.
Halloween and Christmas are my two favorite.
Yes.
I just love the season in Halloween, the fall. Oh, that's the best.
Yes.
It is the best.
Seth has a good idea. He said he just had a good thought. We can all get together at some point and have a family style like Thanksgiving meal, because there's so many good things happening with food on here. I think that's a great idea. Like we could do a meetup in the future and just center it around food.
Yeah, that'd be something fun to do, is plan some sort of meetup in the future. I know we're just a smaller channel, but
so
hopefully we continue to grow. Yeah. And speaking of grow, we have a lot of future plans with this channel that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. So I'm not gonna say too much about it, but yeah, as we continue to grow, this will definitely be a channel that that's just going to be a little different than a typical like a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. We're working on some things now. You guys are going to love it though. So it'll be a little bit, but just give you something to look forward to. Get your curiosity going a little bit.
Yes.
I saw somebody said they had a child named Galaxy. I like that name. That's cool.
They said, I have a 5-year-old girl named Galaxy. She's so excited already for Halloween. Does she have her costume picked out? Is she going to dress up for Halloween?
Yeah, what's she going to be? One time Kelsey dressed up as me and I dressed up as her. That was when we were dating.
I think I did a pretty good job.
I had a tan for the first time in my life, y'all.
Sherry said, I always love taking my boys out for Halloween. They're adults now. It is always fun. It's fun seeing their like excitement, like the little kids' excitement as they go out and like seeing all their costumes.
Hey, I trick-or-treated until I was like 18 years old, because I got smart. I'm like, I'm not too old for trick-or-treating. I just put on a mask and don't talk, and nobody knows who I am.
And then Sherry said the whole month of October is great. It's a whole month of spooky.
It
yes,
is.
And I like it because I feel like spookiness, paranormal, it's acceptable. In like other months of the year, it's kind of like still a little taboo depending on where you are. But during October, like it's free game, which I like. So.
Yeah. She's going to be Joy.
Ooh,
from Inside and Out. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen Inside and Out, but is that a Disney movie?
Yeah, you watched it. It's the Pixar. It's the one with the different emotions.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
You haven't seen the newest one, the second one, where she's a teenager, but you saw the first one.
Yeah, we actually watched that. Actually, we watched that with our two friends who are psychiatrists, right?
No, they're therapists.
Therapists.
Yeah.
So they work with kids. One of them works with kids and all that. But we're watching that, and she was talking about it. Yeah.
About it was an interesting perspective.
It was different kind of cartoon. I'll tell you. I'm not. Yeah, but it was good. And Joy was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Got to have Joy.
Linda said she's going to work on getting the outdoor kitchen done.
Oh, that's what I want, Miss Linda. Outdoor kitchen.
Yes. Kathleen said she's still reading Dark Highway. Verna's brothers were all very accomplished. One was a doctor and they raised bird dogs. Still seeing how bad Henry was. Beautiful book with references to court documents. Yeah, that's a wonderful read. It really gives you a great insight on the case and then just the individual lives that were involved in it.
Yeah, definitely.
It really brings everything to life.
You should buy that. You should buy it.
Well, I've read it. I just don't own it.
Oh, you've already read it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not a reader. It's got an audio book. I'll listen. I can't read because when I start reading, 30 seconds in, and I'm thinking about something that has nothing to do with the book at all.
Yes. Candace said that she wants to be Asha from the Disney movie Wish. Aisha.
Aisha.
A-S-H-A? No, you haven't seen
Aisha.
Wish.
I think that's Aisha.
You haven't watched that one with me yet.
Oh. I'm not a huge movie watcher.
And then also Joy from Inside Out. So she's, I guess, trying to pick between the two.
Well, you just split it. First 2 hours, okay, you're Joy. And then you switch it to Aisha.
Let's see. My son was born, Anne said, my son was born November 1st, so we always had a Halloween birthday party for him and his friends. So much fun. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. That is neat. Yeah.
And then Candace recommended that we watch the second movie of Inside Out, that we'd probably really like it.
Okay. Yeah, we hadn't seen that one. The first one came out, that was a couple years ago. Or
it's been
like
been
5, 6 years ago.
Yeah. And then Seth was saying, love all the Disney movies. Have been attempting to buy all the movies from our childhood on Blu-ray so I can just have a Disney movie library. Oh, yes.
See, that's the thing is we watch Disney, but we watch like
classic.
We're old Disney fans. Like, we're fans of the old Disney. A lot of the new stuff I'm not into. Kelsey's not really into. But we like the traditional, the Fab Five, and then the classic movies.
What they call the Renaissance era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we watched. So we haven't watched a lot of the... I saw Coco. That was a good one.
Yeah, Coco was really good.
Miss Joanna's thing reminds me of Coco. Her little picture.
Karen said, oh, it's Seth's birthday. She's singing happy birthday to Seth.
Hey, happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hope you have a great birthday. Is it today or is it coming up? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Is it today or is it coming soon?
Yeah.
And then what are you having? You having a birthday supper?
Oh, it's on Sunday.
On Sunday, all right.
Well, happy early birthday.
Happy birthday.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Seth is saying 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think that's one of his favorites. That's a good one. That's like a true Disney classic. And then Candace is saying Aladdin.
Oh, yeah, Aladdin. Yeah. One of my first girlfriends was The Little Mermaid when I was a kid. That was my woman. I thought I was going to move to the ocean, marry Ariel, and live happily ever after. And then I realized, I can't breathe underwater. And she ain't got no legs. It ain't going to work, Ariel. It ain't going to work. No, that was a good one, though.
Yes. Oh, Swiss Family Robinson. That's another good classic. Seth has a good... I
haven't seen that.
Oh, you've seen it. You probably watched it with me, Mom, and just don't remember. But if you saw it, like, visually, you'd probably be like, oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You guys remember the sad... Oh, it was sad, y'all. It was so sad.
Which one?
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, yeah, that is a sad one.
I used to cry. My grandpa would laugh at me. And then we'd watch Bambi, and I cried on that one when I was a little kid. And then he told me one time we were watching Bambi, he told me I was eating Bambi burgers, which I was eating deer. It was deer burgers, and he told me it was Bambi, or Bambi's grandpa or something. I don't remember.
Oh, and they said happy belated birthday to Candace.
Happy happy birthday, Miss Candace.
Oh, and Seth brought up the original Freaky Friday. That's another really good one.
Is that with
Were you gonna say the sisters?
Yeah.
No, that's Parent Trap.
No, the girl that she had a rough go for a while. What was her name?
Oh, that's the remake.
Oh.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, that's the remake. They agreed that they cried during All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
And Seth is saying that anyone can send him cookies if they'd like for his birthday.
Yeah, just put your address up. No, I'm just kidding. Don't put your address up. Don't put your address up.
Deanna said, Mom said I embarrassed her to death when Bambi's mama died. Apparently I screamed, oh no, and burst out bawling in the middle of the theater.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
That is a rough one.
You know what else is rough? And I love the movie, but it gets me. Even to this day, it would get me. Choke me up.
Which one?
Old Yeller.
Oh, yeah.
Old Yeller that was my jam when I was a kid, but it was always sad. I'd cry
Even
every
the
time.
book.
I didn't read the book.
Yeah, you didn't read the book. Lazario said Disney movies with animals is a bonus for me. It's not just about princesses. Oh, yeah. Lady and the Tramp, I feel like is another good one. And then I really like the remake of it, the live action that they did on Disney Plus, because then you get really beautiful scenes of Savannah, which...
Oh, yeah, that's the one. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another movie like that? What about, Ratatouille?
Oh, yeah, that's a new Pixar one.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Oh.
Seth said he was thinking that at the same time about Old Yeller.
Great minds think alike, Seth.
And they were saying that they haven't watched Lady and the Tramp in a long time, Candace.
Hey, what's the dog movie? Oh, this was rough. It came out a few years ago. We're sitting in this theater, and we're watching this movie, right? And it was packed theater. People were excited, y'all. Kids everywhere. Kids they were excited, ready to watch this movie about dogs. Well, it wasn't 10 minutes in, and half the theater's crying. Literally, this little kid is losing his mind, and I'm thinking, I can't watch it. This is horrible.
I can't remember the name of it, but
it was the dog would die, and it kept coming back, and it found a man that was his first owner, like his best friend when they were kids.
Yes.
It's got what's his name?
And
Dennis
then
Quaid
the owner was going through like health problems. It was the saddest thing, but it was like a train wreck. You couldn't get up and walk out of the theater or stop watching it, even though it was so sad and you couldn't stop hysterically crying. You had to know what happened.
Half those kids left diagnosed with depression after that movie was over, y'all. It was rough.
It was.
That sounds sad. Yes, ma'am, it is sad.
I think it came out in like 2018 or 2019. I can't remember the name because I've like blocked it from my memory, but
yeah. All dogs go to heaven.
A Dog's Purpose. That might be what it is. Dog's Purpose.
Yeah, Miss Tamitha.
It was like presented in the previews as like a happy-go-lucky dog movie, but it was not.
No, it wasn't. Miss Tamitha, how'd your meeting with your mom go? Everything go good at the cemetery?
Yes.
Was thinking about you. We was praying for you. Suzanne. That's Miss Susan.
She said hello from Central Washington. Sunny and cool here. Just woke up from a surprise nap.
Oh,
surprise naps are always a good thing.
That's good. Yeah, I like naps. I struggle with naps because I want to sleep. If I can't get at least an hour in, I can't nap. I feel more tired than before. I read the book A Dog's Purpose. That was a rough one to read, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Great fam. Mr. Steve, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
I was waiting to see
I feel like there was a lot of questions.
No, just commenting about the Disney movies. Candace said, my daughter's school watched the 5-year-old children. Oh, my daughter's school wanted the 5-year-old children to watch Hocus Pocus. I don't think it's right for children that young for the concept of that movie. Yeah, I would say maybe like 9 or 10 might be more appropriate.
Yeah.
To understand like that movie.
Old enough to know that it's not a scary movie.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My grandma had me watching Freddy Cougar and Jason when I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. So I don't really, I'm not good at saying what's appropriate or not.
Yeah. Nancy said, I know my dog has come back as a stray cat. How did you know, Nancy? Did it like respond to its old name? Did it have similar behavior? Like what were the indications?
She's saying her dog came back as a cat?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I want to hear more about that.
Yeah, tell us more. Tell us more. Who said that?
Miss Nancy.
Miss Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
That's my friend. She's one of our very first supporters.
Yes.
She's out of Texas, I believe. Right, Miss Nancy, Texas? I think.
And then Courtney said, I love Freddy and Chucky, talking about scary movies.
I wasn't a fan of Chucky, y'all. No. I wasn't. Chucky
No.
used to get me a little bit. Now, I'll tell you one that I used to watch over and over again with my grandma. My meemaw, she loved everything scary. She's the one that got me into paranormal. When I was a kid, we would watch ghost shows all day. That was her thing. And then we would watch Freddy Cougar, but she loved Night of the Living Dead. And, yeah, that one, we watched that over and over again. And then The Exorcist, which I watched that one time. I slept with a Bible. I ain't lying. I ain't lying, y'all. I ain't lying.
They're saying, Lazaria's saying Casper the Friendly Ghost. That's a good child-friendly movie, which I agree. Casper's a good one.
And someone did mention about the kidnapping part in, the kidnapping part in Hocus Pocus. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably a few, like, eating the children, you know, like, when she had the finger and she's like she's gonna bite it. Probably not good.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that. Different times, right?
Seth asked, has anyone from my generation watched Where the Red Fern Grows?
I have, yeah.
That's a good one. Karen said, my mom got mad at me for letting my kids watch Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that. My dad used to let me watch it, and my grandma used to let me watch it, but my mom would not. She'd get so mad. And I'd also watch Beavis and Butthead. I wasn't allowed to watch that one either. It's kind of stupid now, but back then I thought it was cool.
Joanna said the movie that scared her is The Birds. The Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, that one is creepy.
Yes.
Kelsey and I watched that. We were living at the beach. We were in St. Augustine, right? And we were at the beach. Well, we watched it the night before, and then we go to the beach. You remember this, right?
Yes.
And the next day it was birds everywhere. And they were landing, and there was kids next to us that had Cheez-Its, and they were throwing Cheez-Its at the birds. And they were just surrounding us. And I look at Kelsey like, this is like the movie from last night.
Yes, you got to get out of here. It could happen.
She was worried one of them's leg would get stuck in her hair. So.
It could happen. Sherry said, me either, Josh. She never liked Chucky, and she does not like demonic dolls of any kind.
No.
Yeah, we agree with that.
No, but actually when we were in Texas recording, we were down there we met Dalen down there and all that. And they had a whole room full of dolls.
Yes.
Kelsey did good.
I was very brave. I took command and I took lead and was talking and everything, interacting with him. I overcame my fear, so it was good.
Yeah.
But usually I do not like dolls.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, what were you
saying?
No,
go ahead. No.
Catch up on the comments here. Deanna said, aside from the birds, magic scared me more than anything as far as watching as a kid.
Really? Okay.
Oh, to answer your question about how the visit with her mom, she said the visit was great after looking for the grave in the sun. She felt odd by the time she found it, like drunk or something. It was a very peaceful yet thick type of feeling. Which I will say in that area, there is just the feeling in like that area is different.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you were just like picking up on some of that, because like driving into that area is just a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it really is. You can feel it. The air's thicker for sure.
Yes. And then back to the scary movies. Shirley had said Chucky and Nightmare on Elm Street freaked her out.
Good night, Miss Courtney. Have a good night, ma'am.
And then Anne said, youngest grandchild went to see Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. She got scared and cried. She was too young for it. This profile picture is her. She's 18 years old now. I wonder if she remembers getting freaked out, if she still watches it or not.
Who said that?
Miss Anne.
Miss Anne, okay.
Yeah. And then Seth said the scariest movie, Stephen King, It, which, excuse me, I got a hiccup. That is a pretty scary one because it's the clown that comes out of the drain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been into scary movies much.
Yeah.
Not like scared, because my dad and my grandma are big scary movie fans, but I have trouble with movies. Unless it's a comedy movie, a funny movie, I lose interest fast because I get bored quickly, and I always got to be doing something, and I just can't sit there and watch a slow movie.
Yes.
Some action movies, but mainly comedy. That's it. Or whatever reality TV, Kelsey. She got me, y'all, a few years ago. Y'all, she got me sucked into that train wreck called 90 Day Fiancé, okay?
Again, it's a train wreck. You can't stop watching it once you start.
She was obsessed with this show for a long time, and then I worked nights at the time she started watching it, so I had no idea she was watching this when I was gone at work. And I would come home, and it'd be my day off, and I'm like, oh, let's watch something. And I look at the DVR, and it's all 90 Day Fiancé. I'm like, what in the world's going on? So one day I watched it with her, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's entertaining. I'll say that. I won't call it quality television, but it is entertaining. So, all right, what else?
So then they are saying no for clowns. And then we got the Courtney comments. And then Lazaria said she's into the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch TV show.
Oh, I used to love that with the talking cat.
Yes.
Sebastian. Is that his name or is that Hocus Pocus? What was the cat's name?
I think Sebastian's right, the black cat.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Lozario, let us know if we got the cat's name right.
Miss Martha, how you doing? I just seen your name pop up. Good to see you.
Thank you, Minzy. She said, Josh and Kelsey, y'all are the beautiful, nicest couple. I really enjoy watching your channel.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We're who said that?
Miss Minzy.
It's Minzy.
Yes.
I like her name, Minzy.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
And that's pretty much all the comments.
You remember in Sabrina when they'd fly around on the vacuums? That's how they got around. They didn't have brooms; they had vacuum cleaners, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lazaria said, Binks for Hocus Pocus. Binks is Hocus Pocus. So then I guess you were right for Sabrina.
What are you talking about?
You're asking the cat's
name.
name.
The cat. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, Binks was Hocus Pocus. Salem is Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not Sebastian, Salem.
Salem. Who's Sebastian? There was a Sebastian in there, wasn't there?
Well, we were talking about Little Mermaid earlier, and that's the
fish.
No, the crab, lobster thing.
Oh, Flounder's the fish.
Yeah.
That's right. Salem for Sabrina. Gotcha. All right. Miss Lazaria, is California treating you all right today? Is the weather good? The kid who played the human Brinks was, from NCIS. What was his name?
I can't think of the actual actor's name, but I see his face.
Oh, what was his name in the show?
In NCIS?
Yeah.
There was, oh gosh. Now y'all are going to really see how bad I am at names.
Somebody will tell us in a minute.
Okay.
It's going to bug me now.
Because he was with Gibbs, and I can see Gibbs saying it, but I can't.
And the guy from Bull, I remember him. I forget all their names.
I know.
I know Gibbs though.
Yeah. It's hard to forget that one.
Remember the chick? What was her name? She was bad to the bone. She was like from Israel.
I'm clearly the wrong person to ask.
She was a Mossad or something in Israel.
Yes. Seth said YouTube like here is the best place for paranormal.
You said what?
YouTube, like this channel, is the best place for paranormal.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I feel like there's a lot better channels out there. There's more paranormal channels I've just discovered. I had no idea existed. I don't really watch a lot of them, but there's a lot of good ones. But we really appreciate that compliment there, Seth.
Yeah. That was one thing that we were talking about in Bollinger when we did the meetup there. Was just about how with paranormal, there's just a lot, as far as like on major networks, there's not really a lot of networks that are like picking those shows up. So you really are having to go to like streaming or online to find like true paranormal content. Yeah,
definitely. And you don't know you can tell pretty quick what's junk, what's fake, what's what are they lying about, and what's legit. There's a lot of fake stuff out there and that's just, they do it for more entertainment than real, being real. Sad. Diva.
Tara had said McGee.
McGee, that's right.
And then Tara said his name is Sean McMurray.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then Martha had said a vacuum would be faster and clean the sky.
Hey, I'm with it. Hey, fun fact about Josh here. I'm the best vacuumer this side of the Mississippi. I should have a record. I need a trophy with a vacuum on it.
You've never seen someone vacuum until you've seen him do it.
Ooh.
And he even creates those old school like lines and designs. So
cut them.
It's really impressive.
Sharp lines. No, my grandma used to make me vacuum it. She vacuumed about every day. So I always, I don't mind vacuuming. I'd rather vacuum than wash dishes.
That's a very true statement.
But I still wash dishes. I don't know.
He never leaves a dirty dish around.
And I just feel like she lies because she don't want to vacuum. So she's like, "Good job, Josh. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best at doing dishes and cleaning the floors. You're the best." And I'm like, I'm the best. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the best at all these chores in this house.
Number one. Let's see. Kendall said, I love your cemetery visits.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love doing the cemetery visits too.
Mhm.
And I like doing the cemetery walkthroughs, like
Yes.
looking at the head. We're gonna go back and do that. We haven't been home a lot in the last few months, to be honest.
But the good thing is there's a lot to see out there, and we got time, so
We got time, y'all.
we'll take y'all around. Just be patient with us.
Yeah, we got a lot of things in store, so
Yes.
we're not going anywhere. Blah, I can't speak. We're not going anywhere.
Seth said exploring with Josh is cool. I agree.
Thank you.
Deanna says she has a floor for you, Josh. Talking about your vacuuming.
Hey, I'll come over and do it. What? I just need I need a little I don't know. You make homemade cookies? I like chocolate chip, extra chocolate chip.
Yes, fresh
Soft,
out of the oven.
nice and gooey.
Thank you, Catholic Biker Queen. She said she liked my earrings.
Thank you. It took me a while to make them for her, but I did. Just kidding. Where'd you get those at?
What?
Oh, show them your shoes.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, look what Josh bought me.
Bought her some fall slippers the other day.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Because I love fall, all things pumpkin. So while he was out traveling, hitting the road, working, he brought me home some slippers so I can keep on relaxing.
There you go. Now watch a channel called Overnight with Elton and the Crew. Okay, I'll check that one out.
Yeah. Because someone had said that they love exploring with Josh and Steve. Rowan are cool too. So we'll have to look at that one and see what it's about.
Oh, yeah.
He said, love the slippers. Good job, Josh.
Thank you. I was thinking, what could I buy her here? I got to get her something. I don't know. I just felt like I need to get her something. And I started looking at these shirts, but that's a slippery slope with you ladies, okay? I don't buy clothes for ladies. So my luck would be like some, I don't know, weird brand of material, and it'd be like 2 sizes too small, but it says the size that she wears, and then she's like, it's too, you know how that goes, okay? You know how that goes. I ain't going there, y'all. I ain't going there. But yeah, and then I was like, well, she got a lot of earrings. So, yeah, get her some slippers.
Seth said, Josh, you need chicken house slippers.
Chicken house slippers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Miss Ellie
KFC
May.
slippers. That's fun. And I don't even like KFC, but I'd wear them. If I had KFC slippers, when we go do conversation with Colonel Sanders, I would wear KFC slippers just for the Chicken King himself. I guarantee you he'd say something about it too.
He probably would. Miss Ellie Mae said, y'all got to come back to Texas, Galveston, Texas. There's so much to see here. I'd love for you to reach out to Brenda K. Jones, murdered in February 1971. Murder unsolved.
Yeah, she sent me. I believe you sent me that before, ma'am. Is it Ellie Mae you said?
Uh-huh.
It's Ellie Mae. I love Galveston. I love Texas. So we'll definitely want to go there. I haven't been there in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You've never been there, right? Galveston?
No, I've never been to Galveston.
Yeah, Galveston's nice. Yeah, we'll definitely want to go to Galveston.
Yeah.
For sure.
Miss Susan said, just got a text from my friends near Tampa, Florida. They made it, no power, but alive. I'm happy to hear that they're okay. Florida, has been heavy on our hearts. North Carolina, Tennessee, just all those people affected by the storms have really been on our hearts. So any updates we can get that people are okay, we love to hear.
Yeah, we were going to try to go and help down there in North Carolina, but they wouldn't let anybody in. Mm-hmm. So it's a mess. Y'all know what I mean. It's a mess. What else we got here? I think you missed some.
Kathleen said it was awful. I always have trouble saying this one. Tarpon Springs, is that right?
Tarpon Springs.
Tarpon. So I always say Tarpon, and that's not right.
Seth was saying some stuff.
No, I already read those.
Oh, there's some. Okay.
Azaria said, climb a tree in those slippers, because remember Colonel Sanders had said something about me climbing in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wore the KFC slippers, then you can climb the tree.
Yeah, you climb the tree. I'll give you my slippers.
And then they're saying that for Miss Susan that they're happy to hear that she's okay. And Tara had said, definitely prayers for those in path of Hurricane Milton and Helene.
Yeah, is anybody? I know we have a lot of supporters down in Florida. So is everybody fair all right? I know well, there's really no way to tell unless they come on here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Seth had asked, wondered if anyone could do spirit hunting if you would around the Alamo in Texas.
Hey, I'm down. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would. A big place like that's so busy all the time, though. I would love to have like permission to go and do it. I don't mind going and doing it in the car. Like you guys see a lot of car videos. I don't mind doing it that way. I feel like a lot of them end up in the car, but it's also sometimes the only way we can do some of these videos. If there's a lot of people or the wind's real bad, you know, I don't know. If do you guys mind the car videos? I don't think you do, but if you do, I do apologize.
Yeah, let us know what you think when we have to film in the car. And then Miss Joanna has to get going, so thank you for joining. See you next time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for stopping in.
Miss Kathleen said that they're 1 mile from the coast and they survived. And then Miss Ann Karen said the Alamo's not far from me in San Antonio.
Hey, we was just by your house. We was we went kind of further down. We were in Fredericksburg and where'd we stay? Mason, Texas.
Yeah, but we went in
Bollinger.
and out of San Antonio.
Yeah, we drove through there, in and out. We went to the Alamo where they made the restaurant, cafe where they made the tortillas.
And do you remember the name of the really good Mexican restaurant we ate at in San Antonio?
I don't. It was by H-E-B. I know that.
Yeah. Someone who worked at the airport had told us to go there, and it was really good.
Really
and
good.
It was in a nice area. I couldn't tell you how to get there. It was maybe 10 minutes from the airport, but it was really good food.
Yeah, and I don't know what I was eating, to be honest with you. I couldn't understand the guy. And I ordered carnitas, and then he's like, "Oh, got something better. I got something better." And then I don't know what he said, but I just said, "Okay, I'll take it." And it was good. Whatever it was good.
Yes.
So.
Karen said there's a video of a huge gator biting the guy's tire on his truck. 2 guys were in their truck filming the hurricane. And then a gator came up and bit the tires.
Oh, wow.
He must have been looking for a snack.
Yeah, he's hungry. There's gators everywhere now with all.
Yeah, they're all mixed up.
Check your swimming pools, y'all.
Seth said, wonder if you can get permission like they allow that there at the Alamo. I would say it never hurts to ask, because a lot of those places do run as like a nonprofit, so sometimes they do allow you to come in if you're willing to make a type of donation.
Yeah.
So you never know. Could happen.
Speaking of that, let me just tell them real quick about the lady in gray.
Oh yeah, y'all are gonna like this.
So, first of all, Miss Lazaria, as soon as I say this, ma'am, you're gonna be on there. You're gonna be on it. You're gonna know the info on it like that. And I love that. Thank you for doing that always. But take out your Google machine, your Google box there. Get out your phone. Type in Lady in Gray, Frankfort, Kentucky. Type that in. Read the story on the Lady in Gray. Kelsey and I actually went to the home that she resides in. And it's a very interesting story. So read that. I won't explain the whole thing, but I will say it's very peaceful in that house, and we actually might have permission to go and do our own private investigation, which very few people get to do that. So, yeah, I had to put the charm on, y'all. I had to sweet talk this lady into letting us come, possibly. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah, no guarantees, but even if we can't go inside, there might be an opportunity to do something outside. But I think it's a wonderful story because it really shows the more peaceful side of a haunting, because the Lady in Gray has been there documented since the 1800s.
Early 1800s.
I think is just fascinating that there is record of a ghost from that long ago. And you can look up and see the journal records of of her being seen there, and she was first seen about 3 years after she had passed. And she is a very friendly lady. She likes to help take care of the home. So they said when they are carrying things or moving things around the home, if they can't like open a door or open a gate, they'll ask for her help, and the door will open
She'll
or the
open
gate
it.
will open.
They see her dusting.
Yeah,
They see her
they'll see her
cleaning
dusting. They see her clean windows. So she's very much a steward of the home, takes very good care of it. But she just seems like a wonderful woman to talk to. So I'm excited. I really hope that we get the opportunity, that it works out. But she is just fascinating to me.
Yeah. Look at the story. It's incredible. She seems like a very sweet lady, and
Someone
just looking
you just
out
want
for
to
people.
sit down and have tea with.
Yeah, I'll have some tea with her too. If she wants to have tea with us, we'll sit down and have tea.
Yes.
You know, it'd be cool though, because that means we'd have the whole house. It's a big house. It's got actual like furniture from when she was there, like the.
Yes, that's the other great part of this home. So the home was in the family up until, I might quote this wrong. I want to say 90s, but that might be wrong.
Miss Lazaria's looking at all that right now, so she might.
So let me know, Lazaria. It's either the 40s or the 90s. I feel like it's the 40s, but I could be off. My memory's a little fuzzy because it's getting late. But the family...
just 50 years off.
I know, just 50 years off. The family kept everything throughout the years, and they wanted to preserve as much as they could. So they were saying, like, literally in their basement, they have items from the 1800s all the way up until, like, the more current times. But they were able to preserve, like, all of their family history. So they have original furniture, they have doctor's bags,
crystal bowls and drinking glasses.
Yeah, the original china, like anything you can
silverware.
Think of, they have.
Even the original baby beds and beds. The only thing different is they had to put new wallpapering and carpet in.
Yeah.
A long time ago, though.
And then even the outside gardens, it's set up as like an original English garden, and the things that are planted there have been maintained throughout the years from the 1800s. So even like the garden is original. So it's a fascinating place.
Yeah, it is. Well, what place can you go to from the 1800s and have the original silverware from the house? Like, and when they took over that house, they went in the basement and the attic, nothing but just fancy, really nice old antiques, Christmas decorations from back then, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's incredible.
So they were saying, before we got off on the topic of the lady in gray, you had asked about the car videos, and they said that they don't mind them, that they're just happy that we put quality into our content, and that we put that extra time into it, so they don't mind. That's very kind of you.
Thank you. We appreciate it, because that does bother me, because I'm like, man, hopefully they're not tired of multiple of these car videos in a row, but it's like, well, what do you do? Like, I can't control the weather or the people, you know?
Yes. And then they said that we don't have to put the charm on, that we are very sweet. So that's very kind of y'all.
I was just pointing your leg. I was joking with her, but actually the lady was really nice.
Yes, very kind.
I talked to her for a while, and then, see, Kelsey's quieter than I am. She's shyer, so when we're in public, I have to do most of the talking. But we met also, y'all, wow, we met a lady, okay? We met a lady when we were at this house tour. She's a minister. Right? She's a minister, a doctor at that. And
has her doctorate.
She has her doctorate, yeah. And she could be a medical doctor. You never know. No, but she's a minister, and she's been a minister for a long time. But she's into the paranormal as well. And she was very excited to watch our videos, and told her a little bit about ourselves, and check out our channel. And she was really excited. So there might be something we get to do with her in the future. And a couple different things we could possibly do. But one would be maybe investigating an old church, Baptist church house. It's small, but it's old. Possibly. So that would be cool. They said there's definitely activity on that property. It's all peaceful, but there's definitely people there. So that would be fun to do too.
Yes. And then while we were talking about that, I had said my mind is a little fuzzy, and I was saying about the time. So they were asking if it's getting late, and they were saying that it's still pretty early. But I'm you're a night owl, and then I usually go to bed early, and then I'm up early. So we have kind of opposite schedules
I hope I can
sometimes.
crash early tonight, because I've been running on fumes for about 5 or 6 days. I'm a horrible sleeper, but after a while it catches up with me, and today it's catching up.
Yeah. They were saying that all this sounds really interesting and that they're excited. And then someone had a question. Suzanne asked, have you ever left a motion hunting camera in a cemetery to film a ghost?
A motion hunting camera, like one
So-
that goes off when it sees motion.
When it sees motion, and then it'll like film them. Have we ever left one of those in a cemetery?
Like overnight, or just like
Just in general, have we ever set one of those up? Is what she's asking.
not just to pick up motion. Really, it was for like we had a spirit box going, and we were recording for that. But no, not just for that. You know what though? How cool!
They're saying trail camera, like a trail camera.
That's what I was gonna say, like a hunting camera. I got a trail cam.
That
If we
would
put
be
one in a
interesting.
cemetery, what if we hid it somewhere in a cemetery? There's no harm in that. And we see what we can catch. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If I can get that
Especially
one.
in a place that's known to be a little bit more active, or a place that like we've gone to that we're familiar with, where we experience a lot of activity.
Yeah.
There's one particular place I'm thinking of.
The tree at the cemetery where Thomas hangs out.
Yes, because we always see like footprints in the grass. We hear leaves crunching. So it'd be interesting to put a camera like near that area to see what pops up.
Yeah, and I'll tell them, here's what we should do. I'll put a camera up, and then I'll be like, all right, y'all, I'm going to leave this camera right here. Feel free to send us a message. You can dance, do the hokey pokey, I don't care. But just wave at it or something. But yeah, if you guys want to, let yourself be seen, here it is.
Yeah, because they let themselves be heard. So I'm curious if they'd feel comfortable enough to come on the camera.
Yeah, I'll mess with that trail cam. If not, I can buy another one. You can get them at Academy. They're not too bad. Some of them are, but we ain't buying no $500 trail cam.
Candace had asked, what is your favorite cemetery? That's a hard one. Because I feel like we always find something we enjoy or something unique in each place that we go to.
Yeah.
And then we always enjoy the conversations that we have or the people that we visit. So that one's kind of hard.
Yeah, it is hard. It's, I don't know. Because you got some that are like my favorite to look at, like beautiful headstones and all that, would probably be Cave Hill Cemetery.
Oh yeah, they do
As
have a
far
lot
as
of beautiful monuments.
That one goes. Well, as far as we've seen so far.
Mhm.
But yeah, for me, I think it'd be where Thomas is, where the bench is, where we do the bench conversations.
Yeah, that is a really nice one.
Yeah, because it's very interactive there. That's where
Yeah.
we get the most interactions. But also, it's like, I don't know, it's just so peaceful there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, especially this time of year, I mean, sometimes you can hear the leaves crunching and watch the footsteps
Mm-hmm.
walking around the bench when we're sitting on it, and they'll tell us like they're protecting us or they're hanging out with us or something. That's cool.
Yes.
So I guess that would be my favorite. A voice recorder.
A voice recorder would be neat too. You can leave it until the spirits speak into it if they have a message and capture their own words. We have tried that before, and funnily, I can't talk. I'm getting tired.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
Funny enough is what I'm trying to say, but my words got jumbled.
Oh, you got funny enough mixed up with funnily? What's happening?
I don't know what's
Is this
happening.
real life right now?
But we have tried that before, and we didn't get anything. And so when we turned on like the spirit box to ask them, like, hey, are y'all here? Like, do you want to talk? They would talk to us through that with like direct communication. But as far as like leaving the recorder out, they didn't really interact with that too much. But part of that could be they may not have been as familiar with what it is and like what it does, because we have found that before. Since we do go to like older locations, like older resting communities a lot, sometimes they're not familiar with our equipment, or sometimes they're like afraid of it, or they don't trust it. So they'll talk directly with us, or they'll use like simpler ways to speak with us. But as far as like manipulating equipment or using that, it takes them time to build up courage to do that. So,
Yeah, especially at the old the plantation we did
yes.
in Louisville, the Locust Grove, and we met the Spring House, and we went to we talked to Bridget.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
think because down there they don't do like paranormal stuff or
Yeah.
it's not a lot of. I mean, they have a history tour you can learn about, but as far as like paranormal,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really do that there. So I bet a lot of those spirits were pretty confused, like
Well,
what we were
remember
doing.
Bridget had told us that she'd be willing to, after the first time we went, at the end we had asked her if she'd be willing to like talk with us again and like be willing to use the equipment. And she was saying yes. And so then when we went back the second time, she was saying that she trusts us and was feeling more comfortable, but there were still new people that were coming in that, you know, were around and had kind of made their presence known, but still didn't want to like use like the REM pod because they were a little afraid of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and she did say last time. Oh, I probably should talk more about what I just did over the weekend.
Yeah, you should.
I'll let you catch up on those questions. I've seen a few of them.
Candace said you guys have great energy, and I feel like the prayers you use help so much.
Thank you, Candace.
And then we're talking about hokey pokey.
Remember, because I said I was joking. I was you can do the hokey pokey.
Yeah, and they said we could put that on a shirt.
The hokey pokey.
But you wanted to tell them about what you did this past weekend?
Yeah, but real quick, you mentioned a shirt. What's funny is I always say Kelsey makes fun of me because she says I always say it's not all about ghosts and goblins. And I guess I do say that, but I didn't realize I said it as much as I have. So she's like, that needs to be on a shirt.
Yes.
When we come out with apparel, that's got to be on a shirt. It's not all about ghosts and goblins.
Yes.
But, yeah, so y'all, I guess, so I filmed by myself a couple of videos while I was in Arkansas, and it's interesting filming by yourself because I have a routine. We have a routine. So now I was trying to read the paper where my questions were, work the camera, and then have someone else do the hitting the button for me. So it was interesting, but I did I'm a little not disappointed. I was just a little, I wish I could have got more content because the person we're with, if you guys remember Miss Gina, we talked to her mom. I talked to her mom and her son it's probably back in March maybe, in April or March, something like that. And she asked if we could come and do a conversation with her mom and her son sometime. Just so happened I wasn't too far away from where she lived in Arkansas, so I went. We met up and did the conversation. Well, she had told me recently, she had reached out and said that, she wanted to do a little more with her conversations, and she had a cousin who technically, they said he committed suicide, took his own life, but a lot of people think his mother-in-law was involved, and him and his wife had a daughter. The wife passed away during the delivery of the baby, unfortunately, and so after she passed away, her mom, his mother-in-law, moved in there, and there's a lot of, I don't know, rumors and things throughout the family and people that knew him. Even some of the other people that showed up to the scene felt like it was very suspicious. But there just wasn't a lot of evidence to point the finger at the mother-in-law. But everything around it was pointing its fingers at the mother-in-law. And anyway, she ended up getting off and case closed. And they said, after a lot of roundabout, after a lot of hoops and court cases and everything, they determined that he had took his own life. They felt like not enough evidence. So we talked to him, and I think it's going to be a pretty interesting story. So I think he had a lot of truth that he was trying to get out. I know. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've not fully edited it yet. It was supposed to be up today. I didn't get to finish it, so it'll be up this weekend though, for sure. Probably Sunday evening, yeah.
Yeah.
So, And then we talked to her best friend, who was like a sister, and actually did it at the same location because they were both cremated. So there wasn't like a headstone or anything. So we just went to a park on kind of a rural park off the side of the road and did a conversation. Ironically, her and her best friend, Miss Gina and her best friend, used to go to this park and hang out, and they'd bring their kids there when their kids were young and everything. So we thought it'd be a good place for her to talk to her friend, and that was a good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then do you have something else to say?
No, I was just agreeing that it was a good
Oh,
conversation.
no, I thought you were signing my.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you're good. I thought you were trying to say.
No, that wasn't me. I was just
So then we go to her house. Miss Gina's home. She feels like her mom and her dad, and definitely her son. Her son was there. I know that 100%. He let me know he was there. They definitely visited, and she had a lot of activity in the last few months kick up. Mm-hmm. Well, she was telling me about it, and I said, "Have you took your dad's ashes out to your mom's headstone and spread them yet?" Because if you remember in that video, if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Miss Gina said that she asked her mom if she could put her dad's ashes out at her headstone. They were divorced, but they were still close. Her dad and her still loved each other. They just couldn't be married. It wasn't a good situation. So they were divorced for a while, and they both passed away within probably like 2 years, maybe. Mm-hmm. She lost her mom, her son, her friend, all these people within a couple years. It's horrible. It's very sad. But the mom didn't. The mom was like, "Yeah, please bring his ashes. Bring his ashes." So she hadn't done it yet. That was April, and she still hadn't done it. And she had noticed that the activity really has amped up, like where she's hearing whispers in her ear. When she was she had cooked dinner, washed dishes, and she had dishes drying. And she comes in, she hears this racket. She comes in the kitchen, dishes spread out all throughout the kitchen on the counter. Silverware was spread out. It's wild. So I'm like, I wonder if your dad or your mom is trying to get your attention because you told them that you were going to bring his ashes out and you haven't yet, which I understand why. That's probably a harder thing to do, spread the ashes and all that. But for whatever reason, she hadn't done it yet. So I said, let's maybe talk and see if that's him. Well, then she said, also, she's like, I do feel like it's him, but also my son, I think, it's been there a lot. So I said, okay, well, we can talk to him. And she said, I want to do it at my house because this is where all the activity's at, and it doesn't feel dark or anything. So we went to her house, basically did a little investigation, but she has some teenagers there. She has her daughter's boyfriend, and his friends, and they're all hanging out. And for some reason, teenagers, you tell them to be quiet, and they get louder. And that's what was happening. Like, I couldn't really film anything. It was kind of a great thing, but it was nothing I could film.
Yeah, not something that you captured on camera to share.
So next time we go, next time I'm in that area, possibly December, we're actually going to go and they're going to make sure no one's at the house, and we're going to cut all the power, and then we're going to actually do a full investigation. One thing that is crazy to me is, you remember the last time we did the conversation with her son mentioned the birds. He likes to play with the bird. Well, they've always had birds, and they have a bird right now, and I heard it with my own ears while I was there. The bird starts talking and like whistling, and then he'll stop, and then you'll sometimes hear it back, like the same everything that the bird just did, whistle, talking, whatever the bird says, you'll hear it back. And then they said the bird will just go crazy, get so excited just for no reason in the middle of the night, like it's playing with somebody. And one night they went in there and the lights were on and the bird cage was open, but the bird was just hanging out. So I think her son plays with the bird. And he kind of confirmed that too. We had a lot of good positive interaction and stuff while I was there. So yeah, I can't wait to do a full investigation there and also use the bird. Maybe the bird could be a tool. I don't know. That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you, was there something else you were gonna say? Because you had said you knew that the sun was there, and that was because of the bird. Was there anything else? Because I know that you did a little bit of talking with them. You just didn't capture it on film.
Yeah. The sun. So we brought his Elmo toy out. If you guys remember in that video, he loves Elmo. We brought his Elmo out, and once we brought the Elmo out, he started making our REM pod. Our REM pod started going crazy. He kept playing with the REM pod. At one point, I had to take the REM pod and turn it off. I didn't tell you that part. I didn't turn it off because it just went the whole time. We couldn't do anything, and
You probably liked all the colors, because when you get really close to it, it has like 5 different colors, like the bubbles.
yeah.
And then it makes a loud noise. And I'd imagine as a kid that would be exciting to set off.
Right, definitely. Well, it's got the temperature control on it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when we've used that, we've noticed that the spirits, if they get close enough, that sensor will pick up that heat or the temperature
Cool.
change, that
Yeah.
coolness. And if it drops, it'll start chirping. And if you remember last time we were in the spring house, it was like someone just putting their foot in front of it, taking it away. Put their foot in front of it, take it away. Because they were making it go off like crazy. It was chirping a lot. But this
Yeah.
time, with him, it was lighting up and everything. So it was neat. And then her dad was there, and her dad did confirm he is there, which was nice. And so, yeah, we had a lot of good stuff. So I can't wait to do a full investigation there.
A lot of them are saying that they cannot wait for it, and that Miss Tara had said probably should reunite them, like the Ashes and like the mom and
Yeah, that's her plan.
Yeah.
She's gonna do that, and so I guess she was gonna do it like the next day.
Yeah. And then they were saying that it sounds interesting, and that they think that the teenagers should have been kicked out at least for an hour, gone for a walk or something. And then
Hey, if it was up, I'll stop.
and then they said it sounds like the REM pod was a whole new toy for him. And Sherry had said kids have no fear, but lots of curiosity, which is true. And before you had started that, talking about what you had done recently, Miss Ellie Mae had said, y'all are very different from others doing investigations. I love the dialogue and excellent answers and stories y'all get. I'm always happy to know so many get a good visit after so long alone. That's very kind.
Yeah, thank you. That was Miss Ellie Mae.
Uh-huh. And earlier, someone had said...
Thank you, ma'am.
I can't find it now, but I had saw that somebody had said that they really enjoyed the conversation in Fredericksburg. But I can't find it now, so I don't know who said it. But I'm glad that y'all had enjoyed that. I know we've been kind of focusing on mysteries and murders and stuff during this season. And with those stories, there's a lot more storytelling that goes along with it. So some of our videos have been a little bit longer and explaining and getting the story out there. So I'm glad that y'all don't mind that, and we appreciate that you are sticking with us.
Do you guys like the murder stuff? Because I'll be honest, our views on YouTube and everything, they're down like 50-something%. I really don't know what's going on with YouTube. Because we kind of come up with it, try to do more of the murder mystery, cold case type thing. And we enjoy doing that. But I don't know if YouTube likes it. That they've really suppressed our views. Like it's kind of, you guys go look for yourself. We're down. I think our last video is only like 500 something views, and like I thought the cold case stuff would be bigger,
Miss Linda did say she loves our way of doing videos.
Thank you, Miss Linda.
And then Karen said, I definitely do not cold case.
You don't like the cold case?
Karen, what do you mean? Were you saying you don't like the cold case, or you do like the cold case? Let us know. And then Candy said she hopes we're having a good week.
Yeah, it's been good.
Tara had said YouTube's tripping all the time.
All the time, y'all. I really don't understand it. We are almost at 2,040 subscribers, and in the last 3 days, we've lost over, I think it's 8 subscribers.
Karen clarified she loves the cold cases.
Good. Okay.
And then Deanna said, frankly, she likes everything that we put out.
All right.
And then Ellie Mae said, heck yeah, I love murder mysteries.
Okay.
Lazaria said it's nice to mix it up, but she likes to learn more about those who aren't famous or known.
Yeah, me too. I don't mind doing the celebrity or the famous, graves and all that. But to me, I wanna talk to the ones that, lost their life young or went through a tragic accident and or was murdered or something along those lines. And the reason why is because you really those type of encounters, when things like that happen, it seems like a lot of times those are the ones that are sticking around for some reason. Maybe they're afraid to cross over and however that works. Maybe they think they're still alive. Maybe they feel like they have unfinished business. Maybe they're afraid. But most of the time, if you notice, the ones that are stuck, it's usually after some sort of tragedy, drowning, murder, taking their own life, things like that. It seems like those are the ones that are usually stuck. Now, not always, but a lot of the times,
Yeah.
So that's why I just like it. I feel like you can connect. And I think about, like, I've known people that pass at a young age from heinous crimes. And I just think, like, man, hopefully they're not just stuck, right? Like, hopefully they're not so afraid or they don't know that they're not alive, and they're just trying to live their life. And
or you think about Miss Schaefer we just spoke to. Her name hasn't been out there. Her life unfortunately came to a very tragic end. There wasn't justice on this side for her, but she was willing to talk with us recently, and we got her name, got her story out there, and it seems like we were able to bring peace, which is pretty incredible when something, so dark and tragic brought an end to her.
Definitely.
So they are saying, Deanna said she's heard the same comment about YouTube suppressing content for many paranormal related creators, which we have heard that from a few others that we have spoken with.
Dalen talked to us about it.
Yeah.
When we were in Texas.
Yeah.
Solomon, Texas.
So, not that it's encouraging to hear, but it is nice to know that it's kind of like...
Not just us.
It's not just us, that it does continue to be confirmed that that's happening out there. Miss Kathleen said, yes, murder mysteries. Sherry said, the beforehand stories give us the invite to know what's going on. The stories are great prelude to the investigation. Cold cases are awesome because it gives the spirits a chance to speak, which we were just saying. Candace said, sometimes YouTube will just unsubscribe me randomly from things or I don't get notifications.
I was just unsubscribed to somebody's channel too. I don't remember who, but...
So it's just funky out there right now.
And I don't know why, because they make money. The more views we get, the more money they make.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
Ellie Mae said she agrees with Sherry. Seth said, wonder Josh and Kelsey as a hypothesis. If you went to a cemetery you haven't been to, see if it could be the spirits would know you both, and spirits from the other side talk or mention you.
That happens all the time.
All the time, but we can try it out again tomorrow because we do plan to do some filming tomorrow, and if we get a chance to go live at a cemetery, we will, but we'll try to test that out again tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we have people too that follow us that do their own spirit box and stuff, and they say that they hear our voice all the time or hear our names. I think, was it Miss Linda maybe that told me that as well recently, that they were doing an investigation and they said someone said Josh and Kelsey, and they're like, what? That's wild.
That is wild.
That blows my mind because that happens. Well, like when we went out where Patsy Cline was, they knew who we were.
Yes.
We've never been there. They knew where we were from.
Yes.
When we were in Savannah, we went on our anniversary last year, and we got there, and all of a sudden we started hearing 12, 12, 12. And we started hearing anniversary, marriage. I'm like, wow, that's wild. Well, and I thought I heard that when we were live doing it, like in person. We go back to edit right away. We heard that 12, and we heard marriage or anniversary, something along those lines. It was like, what?
And they were giving us marriage advice.
Yeah.
And it was funny because it's like we didn't mention at all like that we were celebrating our anniversary or anything, but they knew. So it was very fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's always, never fails. They always know who we are. It's wild to me.
Candace said that video is pretty incredible. I believe you helped her a lot, Miss Schaefer. I think so too. That was whew, gets me thinking about that one, but that was a really great one. Just knowing how things had ended for her and how dark and scary that is, with her being so young, which I think as a woman, no matter your age, that would just be dark and scary anyways. But just thinking about that, like how she had so much ahead of her and that was the end. And so being able to get that out and then being able to hear too that like now she's with her family again brought a lot of peace. So.
Yeah, and that she's in peace now. And I don't know, maybe her grandpa showed up.
Yeah, I thought like her grandpa had showed up. And I know you had talked about that video a little bit on the last live that you had done when you were
my solo
solo live when you were
in the hotel
drooling over that orange couch.
Yeah, that thing is comfortable. I'm not lying. If we ever see a what was that, Hampton Inn closing down, I'll go out and vote. I'll go out and bid on their auction there for that orange chair because I'll get it redone, recovered. Imagine that. Picture this. Right across from us, right over there. There's that orange chair. But wait, it's not orange. It's whatever color you want it to be.
Oh, I can refinish
I'll let you pick out the color. And
get a nice new fabric.
Oh, and then picture this.
What's that?
There's the chair. There's me. And I'm asleep. Because now I don't share the bed with you no more because that thing's so comfortable. I'm sleeping down here on this old orange chair.
You're funny. So Candace was saying that she's heard Dalen in her box before. And then Linda says that she does hear our names often. And then they were saying that that's wild. And Miss Ellie Mae said that the Patsy Cline video was awesome. And then Tara was saying, Seth said, Tara, we know what it's like hearing our names come through a spirit box. And then Courtney had said that the orange lounger was very nice.
Miss Kathleen, you lost power?
And then Deanna said to leave it volunteer orange. I feel
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
it was more of a burnt orange, but I don't know. I got to see it up close in person.
Oh, it wasn't burnt. It wasn't Texas orange.
It wasn't Texas orange?
No offense to all the Texas I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No offense to the Texas fans. No, it was orange. It was kind of volunteer orange. It was like a bright volunteer orange.
Okay.
It's close enough. I'll just put a T on the pillow, okay? I'll get a Texas pillow. Sorry, Texas. Now I'm saying Texas. Tennessee pillow.
So Miss Kathleen, I think you were saying this, but I interrupted. Miss Kathleen said, lost power. Y'all have a good day and weekend. So bye, Miss Kathleen.
Bye, Miss Kathleen.
Hope it comes back on soon.
Yes, ma'am.
I know she wasn't far from the water, so.
Yeah, hopefully you
might
and
be a little bit.
Your daughter, I think her daughter's down there too.
Yeah. So. Seth said, we don't do Texas here.
No.
And then Ellie Mae said that this Texas girl don't mind.
All right. I love Texas. I love Texas.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the football. Yeah, we're football fans, college football fans. So not a fan of the University of Texas, but I love Texas.
Yeah, we really enjoyed our trip out there and would love to go back and explore. Of course, Texas is huge. So there's so much to explore, but the particular area we went to through San Antonio and what was that, Central Texas?
Central Texas, yep.
It was just beautiful.
The hill country.
And hill country, that's what I was looking for. But it was beautiful, and then there was just so much interesting history and so many interesting conversations to be had. So I'd love to get back out there and explore some more.
Oh, we're going out there. We're
So.
going to go out there. We might have to go to honky tonk at Billy Bob's. I've been to Billy Bob's before, back in my young wild days. That's pre-Kelsey. I was a dancing machine, y'all. Dancing machine.
Ellie Mae said she doesn't mind because she doesn't care for any kind of sports.
It's all right. We still love you, Miss Ellie Mae. We still love you.
Well, those are all the comments there.
We've been rolling for 90 minutes.
I know.
We've been here so long, your ears are turning into pumpkins.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like we're kind of wrapping up, but maybe not. But do y'all have any questions that you want to ask us or anything that y'all want to talk about? If we do start to wrap up, is there any questions y'all have or anything you want to say?
Yeah. Unless of ghosts playing sports.
I
would love to do that.
Neat.
I've actually thought about asking like ghosts, like, because there's a headstone at the cemetery, and I guess the guy's from Alabama. He was a doctor, and he went to the University of Alabama, and he had Alabama football stuff. So I thought about asking him, like, oh, what do you think about Saban retiring? What do you think? Do you ever go down to the field and watch him play?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lie, that would be cool if you could, wouldn't it? I imagine you just go down there and you stand on pick a game. Like, I think I'll fly over to Tennessee and Alabama game the first, half, and then I'll fly across the country. I'll go out to USC in California and watch them in Stanford, I'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
They were saying, Oh, Lazaria saying don't mention food because we do always get off track on food. And then they're saying we enjoyed every moment that y'all talked. If you're interested in Ghosted or Roasted, it's tonight at 10. Love your content, Josh and Kelsey. I like the Mill House with Bridget. That's Miss Courtney. And then Deanna said, thank you for coming on. I'll be working if you go live tomorrow, but look forward next time I get to stop in the videos, of course.
Well, Miss Courtney, you can go back and watch it after you get off work.
Yes.
It's a replay game.
Yes. And then Ellie Mae said, Hemp Hill, Texas, where we hunt, has an old cemetery from the early mid-1800s. I'd love to see what the city was called back then when they were buried. That'd be interesting.
That would be. Yeah. I've been hunting in Texas before. I went axis deer hunting one time.
Yes. And so I think thinks that that's a great idea to ask about, like, the football and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm going to do that.
Minzy asked what you all do if you're not watching TV. I would say, for me, I read a lot.
She reads a lot. Me, I'm editing now.
Yeah. I would say we're outside a lot. We do watch some TV, but we don't watch as much as we used to, but we're outdoors a lot. So, like, when we're not out exploring or filming for the channel, like, we're still just outside a lot, like hiking and exploring, hiking, and walking, doing different things. Like, I would say we prefer to be outside than inside.
Or working.
Yeah, or working. Like we do work a lot.
We work a lot and edit, and then otherwise
and play outside.
Yeah, we like to be like go fishing or things like that.
Yeah.
Go outdoors.
Anything outdoors. Outside's just always so much better.
In the woods. I like to be in the woods.
Yes.
And over the weekend, I was riding side by side in Arkansas. And if you guys aren't following our Instagram, a lot of people ask us, like, hey, can I get a hold of you? How can I talk back and forth with you? If you go to our Instagram, you can direct messages. It's not we don't have much of a following on Instagram, maybe 150 people or something. I do post pictures once in a while, like when we're out places. So pictures you guys probably never see, really. I like taking pictures, so I do post pictures on our Instagram at Anywhere South. So you just go over there. But we don't do a lot of Instagram. We don't do it. What is that? TikTok. I don't do TikTok or Facebook. We don't have that. So
Yeah.
we just do YouTube, and then we do have the Instagram.
Yes.
And somebody was asking. A few people asked in the last few days. So yeah, if you want, you can send us a message if you need to get a hold of us or you're trying to, tell us something. You can go to Instagram and send us a direct message or email us at anywheresouth1
Yes.
at gmail.com.
Yes.
Hey, cracking up. How you doing?
Tara put our email on here too. So.
Thank you, Miss Tara. Isn't she the best mod?
And then Miss Ann Karen said she has to go and wish everyone a restful night.
Bless you, ma'am. Miss Ann, have a good night.
And then Minzy said, "Thank you so much. I love it when you do your live. We really enjoyed it."
Thank you, Miss Minzy. We enjoy having you.
Yeah.
What else you got?
That's it.
That was it. Cracking Up said something. You missed it. I'm trying to get her cracking up. I'm trying to.
Oh, she said, "Hey, clocking in for Anywhere South Live."
Oh. Doing okay at Cracking Up's in Washington. You in Washington, I believe? See, the reason I asked that, I can't remember if they're in Washington or Oregon. I don't know why I can't remember that. Hey, I'm doing okay. So good to see you too. I wanted to tell your beautiful wife she's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's very kind.
Yep, he's Washington. Yes, I'm in Washington State. Oh, beautiful state. For remembering me. I'm so
complimented.
Oh.
It was like a compliment that you remembered.
Yeah, I try not to forget folks. I know right now I can do it, but as we grow, it might be a little more difficult. But I'll remember the originals, the day ones.
Yes.
From day one.
They're asking, coming south anytime soon.
Who's that, Miss Tamara? She's out in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll probably be in the Smokies. I don't know when we're going your way, south your way. And then we'll be in Florida in November to see Kelsey's dad.
So you just never know. I feel like Tennessee's kind of a place where we could easily roam to and pop up at. So you never know.
Yeah, sometimes we're in Tennessee, but not usually in your area. Sometimes we cross over for work or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely want to see you again, Miss Tamara, and we'll do that for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Gray fan, are you still there? Gray fan, Mr. Steve.
Oh, because Gray fan was saying that they're in Shelton, Washington, so they're asking if they're still there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's at a wedding. I think his daughter got married.
Oh.
He told me that.
But that's a pretty wedding. And then Minzy said, y'all enjoy your weekend. Beautiful people, so humble.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
you.
Try to be humble, Miss
Yes.
Minzy. Try to be. I just love her name, Minzy.
I know.
Yeah, I like that name. Is that, Minzy, I got a question. Are you named after anybody? Because that you don't hear that name, but that's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
Yes, she did. Yep, his daughter got married. Congratulations, sir, for your daughter.
Yay. That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, he sent me a picture on Instagram.
He said, you are so humble. The spirit see you as family because of respect, peace, and love you bring to them.
Thank you.
I also feel that from y'all. Thank you.
Thank you,
y'all are
cracking up.
so kind.
Don't make me blush, cracking up.
Minzy said, thank you so much, Josh. I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I could picture like someone's like named after their great grandmother or aunt or something. I like that. That's cool.
Well, before we go, does anyone have any other questions about?
You do a good job cracking up. You're good at your job.
Before we go, does anyone have any other questions? I will say again that we'll try to go live tomorrow. No promises, but just keep an eye out. And then we'll have a regular video probably coming out Sunday.
Yeah,
and then
Sunday.
Next week we'll get back on track with our
back
normal
on track.
schedule.
I deeply apologize, y'all, for the no video today, but at least we got it live, and we just wanted to come on and put something up and just talk to y'all for a little bit.
Yes.
And yeah, sorry about that.
Let's see. They said Oh, Sherry said she has to go. Love the live. Caught you guys on time. Can't wait for the next one. And then Cracking Up
Good
asked,
night,
do you
Sherry.
know what ghosts
Thank
drink?
you.
Booze.
That's funny. Booze. There was another joke like that I was thinking about earlier. What was it? Not the salad dressing joke.
Oh. You'll have to save it for the next
I'll
one.
save it for that. Miss Stacy, how you doing?
Rosaria said, don't feel bad. It'll be amazing. Worth the extra few days of waiting. And then Stacey said, do you have any idea of when you'll be offering merchandise?
Oh.
I would say once we grow a little bit more, because we have some ideas of what we would like to do with the merchandise. So we want to grow a little bit more before we roll that out. But it'll be coming.
It'll come. It'll
eventually.
just, I got a number in my head. It's got to make sense first, because there's a lot of time and money that go into merchandise and all that stuff. You know, it's a lot. So definitely though, it's gotta make sense. But I promise you, it will happen. And like Kelsey was saying, we're gonna have a like an online store for merchandise, but we want to do something bigger with it as well. So this channel will be for a purpose. We have plans for it. So
yes. Stay tuned.
And you guys will be the first to find out for sure. So it'll be a little bit, but for sure, yeah, we'll have some apparel.
Lazaria has said, knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
And then let's see. Seth asked for hats when that time comes.
Oh, Seth. Come on. You know there's going to be hats. You know Josh is going to have hats. Anywhere South hat. See, that's why I can't wait to wear our own hats. I ain't got to, sometimes I wonder like, oh, does that mess up like anything if me wearing brands? And I don't know. You know how that goes. People gripe about it. But yeah, I want Anywhere South hats. And they're going to be good hats, okay?
Yes.
It's going to be at least a Richardson. It's got to be.
And then Gray Fam asked, what about a meet up for fans someday?
Yes.
One day, and earlier in the live, we were discussing food, of course. Yeah. And we were saying it might be good where we all just kind of bring dishes and get together and have a nice meal together.
Miss Lazaria said she's going to cook for everybody. So everybody bring your friend. She's going to show up. You show up, she's going to cook for us. And it'll be at Lazaria's house, by the way. I'm just kidding, Lazaria. Just kidding.
Cracking Up said, you all translate the session so well. I've actually been able to start following their conversation so much better. Thank you.
Who said that?
Cracking Up.
I hope you... Can you read that one more time, what you just said?
You all translate the session so well. I have to actually been able to start following their conversations much better.
Oh, okay.
Because your translation.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for that. It's tough, but it's definitely worth it. Taking the extra time and effort to sit back and listen. Yes.
And Cracking Up said, I hope y'all's family is safe and sound. I don't know if you have family in the hurricane area, but I'm praying very hard for all of them. And you too, of course. Thank you. My family's actually safe. They're doing well. There's been some flooding in the area, but no damage. So thank you for asking about them. But they're safe and well.
Yeah, they were pretty far. Jacksonville, St. Augustine area. Yeah. They're in that area, so.
Yeah, it's just the storm surge brought some extra water in, but they're doing okay.
Yeah.
So, Lazaria said she could provide burnt casseroles.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely do something like that.
Yeah.
We just trying to build something that's different than others, you know, the other folks. Just kind of set our own little path in a way.
Yeah.
So, big plans. Just got to get there first. Slowly climbing.
Yes.
We'll get there. It'll be good.
And we appreciate all of y'all's support and everything. So
the fact that somebody would want to travel to do a meet and greet,
that's
like
pretty
meet
incredible.
up, have fun, hang out, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just the fact that somebody asked that, it's like, wow. Okay, maybe people like us. I don't know.
Yeah. They said that we do need to do the potluck meetup.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know how cool that would be? Because we got people from all over the country and Canada, and we got people in Australia and England. Now, I don't know if they want to make the flight over here. I don't know. We're not, we're not anybody too too important for that. But
They could take a nice holiday though. Maybe see us and then go explore some other neat cities.
well, no, I was thinking the food. Could you imagine the types of food that would show up
Oh
in a
yeah.
place like that?
Yes.
People from all over. Even Lazaria's burnt casserole. That'd be good. I'll try it. We'll just call it Lazaria's California burnt casserole.
All right. Well,
what is sweet tea?
they're back on food again.
What did he say about that? You got to read it.
Talking about casserole and stuff.
Okay.
Talking about the family cookout. And Miss Linda said she likes Josh and Kelsey, and they're talking about sweet tea. Is there a difference between sweet tea and regular tea?
Ah, yes. Who said that?
They're just joking.
Oh, I was gonna say that Seth.
Like tea is tea, so like you don't have to specify if it's sweet or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it depends where you at.
I know.
Because to us, we're thinking sweet tea. Tea is just sweet tea. There's no unsweet tea. It's not in our vocabulary. But when you go out west, like California, they don't even offer sweet tea. They're like, here's some sugar, sweet and low. I'm like, get water.
Yes.
Give me water.
And then sweet cornbread, which is much better than regular cornbread.
I think
will
so
say.
too. I like sweet cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about Spanish cornbread?
Oh,
That's
Spanish
good.
cornbread's good with the peppers. And then they're talking about home style mac and cheese. Peach tea. Peach tea is really good. I will say, I drink like herbal or fruity teas more than you do. Those I can drink unsweet, but if it's just regular tea, I do like it to be sweetened.
I like the cinnamon tea.
Mm-hmm. That's always
You ever had
good.
cinnamon tea? Y'all, that's good.
Honey butter and fresh baked bread.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really good.
Honey butter or apple butter.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. If y'all never had apple butter, go to Cracker Barrel.
That'll give you a good taste.
I got Cracker Barrels all over the country. Go to Cracker Barrel and order some biscuits and a thing of apple butter. And it's going to taste so good, your tongue is going to drill a hole right through your mouth and slap your brain around. It's going to be that good, y'all. It'll be that good. Cracking, yes, I have cinnamon orange tea. Okay, nice. I love that. I like green tea, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When I was, we went to Ireland, we had all kinds of teas.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of hot tea. I like cold teas, but I drank some hot tea there. And it was funny because there's a picture of me holding a little teacup with my pinky out like that. I'm just like, they're all laughing at me. Things cracking up. We need Dalen's moonshine. Dalen's moonshine. We got a lot of moonshine around here. We'll get you some moonshine.
Mm-hmm. Hot out of the oven biscuits with melted butter. So we're down the food track again.
Uh-oh, Seth. Seth, did you take us down this road? Because it's a long road, and it's hard to turn around and go the other way. I'm just saying. Ginger tea. Oh, yeah, we like ginger tea. Apple cinnamon. Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
All right, Kels, what time is it?
It's 8:47, so we probably should wrap up here because I know some people are needing to get going.
I know, you'll be going to bed in about 30 minutes. She goes to bed early because she gets
At
up
least
early.
during the week I
During
do
the
because
week.
I get up early. But
Yeah. I wish I could just go to bed at 9:30, sleep the whole night, wake up at 5:36 when the chickens are going, okay? Wake up to the rooster crowing. And, yeah, I wish I could do that because I like waking up early, but also when I can't sleep, it's not that fun.
yeah.
Not a cookout without alcohol. Yep.
They're
Somebody
saying that
bring
they
it.
want to see Dalen drink moonshine on Ghosted and Roasted. And then they're saying they've Ghosted and Roasted in 12 minutes. And some of them are saying for them, we're 3 hours ahead, so it's early for them still.
Oh, yeah, West Coasters. Yeah. My buddy calls me all the time. He lives in, where does he live? San Marco, near San Diego, right?
Mm-hmm.
He calls me at like 1 in the morning, and every time he calls me, I'm like, uh-oh, somebody, did we lose one? Did we lose somebody or something? And he's like, hey, man. And I'm like, hey. And he's like, oh, it's still early here. I'm like, oh, yeah. All right, y'all, quit rambling. y'all
Yes.
go check out Ghost in the Roasted. Go watch Dalen.
Yes.
And yeah, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you guys enjoyed your night, and keep
y'all
your eyes
have
peeled for tomorrow, just in
Yes.
case, because
And
we
y'all
might be
have
on.
a few minutes to make some biscuits and apple butter before you watch Ghost and Roasted. Just saying.
Yes,
So.
just saying.
All right, y'all have a good night.
And we got a cool filming a neat video tomorrow.
Yes,
so
we are.
It'll be fun. I'm excited for that one. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. We love you. Till the next time, we are out. I'm just kidding.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.